A popular broadcaster just called your president, Donald J. Trump, a racist piece of shit. And coming up next, I have the breakdown of who said it, why he said it, and I'll show you the trending video. I'm Dan, and welcome to another Occupy Democrats report. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our reports exposing Trump's destruction of our democracy and solidifying his status as the most bigoted president in history. I jumped into my newsfeed today and I thought I was seeing double, and then I thought I was seeing triple because everywhere I looked it said racist, racist, racist. And then I realized it wasn't my failing eyesight or a glitch in my computer. It was just another day with Trump, Trump, Trump. Let's begin this report with news that actually broke yesterday. It is something that mostly flew under the radar, but Aaron Parnas had the story.
We have some news right now. Donald Trump and the Trump administration have removed MLK Day and Juneteenth as free admissions day to national parks. But you know which day they added? Donald Trump's birthday. Donald Trump's birthday, also Flag Day on June 14th, will now be a free admission day to national parks. This, according to local PBS affiliates. So when you go to national parks, typically you have to pay. Not on all days, but on most days. Days you don't have to pay, like Juneteenth, MLK Jr. Day, or previously at least, they're national holidays. Now Trump has decided, we're going to remove MLK Jr. Day, we're going to remove Juneteenth from the days that you don't have to pay, and instead we're going to add my birthday. Donald Trump's birthday will now be a day where you don't have to pay for admission. But this is obviously causing outrage, and justifiably so, among many people across America. It's just a symbolic nature of what Donald Trump is trying to do here, and it's pretty evident.
I'll have more about that later, but now today's news. In video one, you'll see political institution and Trump advisor Dick Morse sounding like Trump as he makes racist waves, and then I'll have the POS video that is trending today.
Newsmax's top stories today. It's on how Trump's new security plan bluntly warns that Europe is headed for cultural and political decline unless it switches up its immigration policies.
He didn't just use the word decline. He used the word elimination or extinction. His view is, and I think he's right, that European policies, gigantic time off, huge benefits for workers, no great emphasis on productivity, no great emphasis on working very hard, short work days, short work weeks, is dooming European competitiveness, and not only economically, but it's making Europe weak in the face of massive Muslim immigration. We see in the situation in Minnesota with Somalians that you were just talking about, the effect of massive Muslim immigration, which is really not designed to find homes for people who would like to live better. It's designed to invade the United States. And they open up colonies like the 80,000 people in Minnesota, elect their own congressmen, elect their own senators, elect their own governor, come within an ace of getting that governor as vice president, and affect the rest of the country.
Did you hear that? He opened with the words elimination and extinction and then slid into invade and infect. These are coded words of white nationalism made popular by Donald Trump. But today, a broadcaster is going viral for calling bullshit on the man and the madness. Enter Don Lemon.
It's just gross. And Donald Trump seems like a gross, bigoted, racist piece of shit.
Wow. Tell me how you really feel, Don.
I can say that now because that's how I feel. And look, if someone called someone I knew garbage or me garbage, then, hey, I'm giving him the same energy. He goes, I hate to say this. So if he can speak that way, if he can say shithole countries, I can say the same word.
Yeah.
Why can't I do it? And why can't the journalists do it? You say that. Why doesn't it get called out? I think it would be called out even more if people weren't afraid to criticize this president. I think what he said about Somalia, I think that is disqualifying to be a president of the United States. Donald Trump and his family, they're immigrants as well. They were immigrants as well. Most of us are immigrants to this country, except for African Americans, who are the only people who did not come here voluntarily. So, I think that, calling a sitting member of Congress garbage and calling Somalia garbage, it goes back to the whole thing about shithole countries. It's racist. It's vulgar. It's beneath the dignity of the White House.
I think Dick Morris and Don Lemon perfectly represented the two opposite sides of the Trump racism coin with their words, so I'm going to return to the Martin Luther King Day story for my commentary. Do you realize that in any other modern era, that would have been the breaking news that would have dominated the headlines? But Trump's volume of racist rhetoric and the repackaging of it and the reactions against it are so high that some of it barely gets a mention. His multi-layered pursuit of white nationalism has flooded the zone, as they say, and the nation has descended into one part desensitized by it and one part energized by it.